The Mitchell Hawks are a junior ice hockey team based in Mitchell, Ontario, Canada. They play in the Provincial Junior Hockey League of the Ontario Hockey Association. The Mitchell Hawks were founded in 1966 in one of the many Ontario Hockey Association Junior C leagues. They finished low in the standings and were allowed to compete in the Junior D Provincial Championships. In the Junior D playdowns, the Hawks found their niche and made it all the way to the OHA Cup final against a representative from Madoc, Ontario. The Hawks came up short and lost the series 4-1. The following season, the same scenario played out in the Western Junior C League and the Hawks were entered into the Junior D playoffs. The Hawks again made it to the final and defeated a representative from Boccagen, Ontario 4-0 with one title in their first provincial championship in only their second season. After the playoffs concluded, the Hawks dropped down to the Western Ontario Junior D Hockey League. In 1974, the Hawks won the Western Junior D Championship and challenged deep into the OHA Championships. Upon reaching the OHA Cup final, they met the South Central Junior D Hockey League champion Bradford Vassy Juniors. The Vassy Juniors defeated the Hawks 4-1 to win the provincial championship. The Hawks fell on hard times in the 1980s and were forced to sit out the 1983-84 season. In 1988, all of Ontario's Junior D was consolidated into one Super League, and in 1991 the league was renamed the OHA Junior Development League. In 1993, the Hawks came back to prominence and made it all the way to the league final. In the final, the Hawks challenged the Thamesford Trojans and defeated them by 4-1 to win their second OHA Cup. The next season, the Hawks finished second overall in league standings with 35 wins and only 3 losses. They battled through the playoffs and met the first-place Port Stanley Lakers in the finals. The Hawks defeated the Lakers 4-0 to win their third OHA Cup and second straight OHL championship. The Mitchell Hawks finished the 2005-06 season first in their conference and fourth overall in the OHL with 23 wins and 9 losses. They entered the conference quarterfinal against the 8th-seeded West Lorne Lakers. The Lakers created a massive upset and defeated the Hawks 4-2. The upset helped clear the way for the 7th-seeded Lucan Irish to eventually win the title. In 2006, the OHL disbanded and the Southern Ontario Junior Hockey League was formed. The Hawks finished their first season in the SOJHL in 5th place overall with 26 wins and 12 losses. In the first round of the playoffs, the Hawks drew the Central Elgin Express. The Hawks defeated the Express 4-0. In the second round, the Hawks came up against the Lambeth Lancers, who they promptly swept 4-0 as well. In the conference final, the Hawks found themselves playing the Thamesford Trojans. The Hawks ended up defeating the Trojans 4-2 to earn a berth to the SOJHL final. Their opponents in the SOJHL final was the Delhi Travellers. The Hawks ended up defeating the Travellers 4-2 to win their 4th ever OHA Cup and the first ever SOJHL championship. On May 29, 2008, Mitchell was granted expansion into the Western Ontario Junior C Hockey League. On September 19, the Hawks played their first modern Western Junior C game. They were defeated on the road by the Kincardine Bulldogs 8-2. The following night, the Hawks made their home debut and defeated the defending league champion Waterton Hawks 3-1. During the summer of 2016, the 8 Junior C leagues in Southern Ontario came together as the Provincial Junior Hockey League. The former leagues became divisions and assigned to one of 4 conferences. For the Hawks, it means they will play in the Western Conference and the Pollock Division. 1967 lost OHA final. Madoc Juniors defeated Mitchell Hawks 4-1 in OHA final. 1968 won OHA championship. Mitchell Hawks defeated Boccagen Juniors 4-0 with one tie in OHA final. 1974 won league. Lost OHA final. Bradford Vassy Juniors defeated Mitchell Hawks 4-1 in OHA final. 1993 won lead. Mitchell Hawks defeated Thamesford Trojans 4-1 in final. 1994 won lead. Mitchell Hawks defeated Port Stanley Lakers 4-0 in final. 2006 lost conference quarter-final West Lorne Lakers defeated Mitchell Hawks 4-2 in CONF quarter-final. 2007 won lead. Mitchell Hawks defeated Central Elgin Express 4-0 in CONF quarter-final. Mitchell Hawks defeated Lambeth Lancers 4-0 in CONF semi-final. Mitchell Hawks defeated Thamesford Trojans 4-2 in CONF final. Mitchell Hawks defeated Delhi Travellers 4-2 in final.